Hello and welcome back to English with Rhys. My name is Rhys. I'm a master's level English teacher from the UK, and today we're looking at Lewis Capaldi's song Survive. This song is quite emotional, it's very strong, has a lot of meaning, so I think we'll find a lot of interesting words, vocabulary, and grammar as we go. Before I go through the vocabulary and so on, I'd like to just read through it one time as a native speaker might read it. I'll go a little slower first time, and then later I'll read it more quickly. Okay, let's jump into it. So this is Lewis Capaldi's Survive. How long till it feels like the wound's finally starting to heal? How long till it feels like I'm more than a spoke in a wheel? Most nights I fear that I'm not enough. I've had my share of Monday mornings when I can't get up. But when hope is lost and I come undone, I swear to God I'll survive if it kills me to. I'm gonna get up and try if it's the last thing I do. I still got something to give, though it hurts sometimes. I'm gonna get up and live till the day that I die. I swear to God I'll survive. How long till you know, but in truth you know nothing at all? How far will you go to get back to the place you belong? Most nights I fear that I'm not enough, but I refuse to spend my best years rotting in the sun. So when hope is lost and I come undone, I swear to God I'll survive if it kills me to. I'm gonna get up and try if it's the last thing I do. I still got something to give, though it hurts sometimes. I'm gonna get up and live until the day that I die. I swear to God I'll survive. I swear to God I'll survive. And again, I swear to God I'll survive if it kills me to. I'm gonna get up and try if it's the last thing I do. I still got something to give, though it hurts sometimes. I'm gonna get up and live until the day that I die. I swear to God I'll survive. Okay, so that was just a read through, just to give you the sort of main idea of the meaning and the story behind the song. For me, I'm not 100% sure. There are a few possible things he's talking about. It could be heartbreak, maybe a girlfriend left him. It could be depression for any reason. Yeah, it's really hard to tell. I'd love to have a conversation with him, see what he was talking about. But a little bit of context here, he did take some time off from making songs, and this was his comeback song. So after a while, he came back with this really amazing song. Aziza says that song talking about heartbreak. Yeah, this is kind of what I think too. He never really says it, but his feelings and the words he's using kind of tells me that maybe his heart is broken. I really think that. Rayan says he's feeling desperate, but he's trying hard to stand on his feet. I really like that. Good phrase, too. So he's feeling desperate. What does that mean? It means that he's willing to try anything to get what he wants. Okay, maybe all he wants is happiness or to feel okay. And Rayan says he's trying hard to stand on his feet. So that's an idiom, to stand on your feet. And it means to support yourself. Right? You don't need anyone, you don't need anything. You can stand up, you can feel strong by yourself. Yeah, I think that really does sound right. He has a lot of sentences in here that seem to fit that. He says things like, uh, if it kills me to, I'm going to get up and try. If it's the last thing I do, right? That really sounds like a man who is desperate, willing to try and give everything to stand on his feet, to feel strong again. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for your answers there. Let's jump into it now for our vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. And the first thing I'd like to do is start with this word, survive. Okay, so I've got green here. That means it's pronunciation. Listen to this closely. Survive, survive. The big part of that word, the stressed part, is vive, right? Survive, survive. So we always say this word. Okay. We'll move down a little bit. So the first verse, how long till it feels like the wound's finally starting to heal? Some of you are going to know that till is short for until, how long until it feels. But the reason I highlight this for pronunciation is till it. Kind of sounds like one word, doesn't it? Till it. How long till it feels? Then we have some interesting vocabulary with wound. What is a wound? A wound is an injury. It could be your body or your feelings. If you get a cut on your arm, something like that, you bang your head, you might get a wound, some damage to your body. Or if Lewis Capaldi is heartbroken, you might feel the wound in his heart. Most nights, I fear that I'm not enough. I've had my share of Monday mornings when I can't get up. I'm going to highlight mornings here because when you listen to the song, he doesn't say mornings. He doesn't give that sound. He says mornings. Okay, so he pretends the G isn't even there. Morning. And actually, we do that a lot in everyday spoken English. Listen to this sentence. I'm going swimming. Okay, I'm going swimming in the morning. That's common everyday speech. So it's not standard, but it is correct because it's what natives use, right? Okay, I've got a couple of comments in the chat here. Wound, it means to injure someone. Ah, okay, really interesting point. So wound has two meanings. It can be a verb or a noun. Lewis is using it as a noun here, like the wound's finally starting to heal. But you could wound someone if you, let's hope it's an accident, you hit them on the arm somehow and they get a big bruise, it goes blue. That would be a wound. You wounded him. Now he has a wound. Thank you for that. Yeah. Uh, as that Aziza says, this sounds like a poem. Ah, with the spoke in the wheel. Yeah, I agree with that. So one common theme of poems is that they use similes and metaphors. A simile is something like the sky was as black as coal, right? So you're just comparing two things. He was as smart as Einstein. That's a simile. They are similar. But a metaphor is when we don't say it is like this. We say it is this. Like Lewis, I'm more than a spoke in a wheel. He's not saying he's like a spoke in the wheel. He's saying he is a spoke in a wheel. So yes, that's a metaphor. And really good point there, Aziza. Common theme of poems. And this song is a bit like a poem, isn't it? But when hope is lost and I come undone. Okay. To come undone means to become emotionally broken. So maybe he tries to be strong and then he gets some really bad news and he tries to be strong, but he starts to cry and maybe shake, right? That would be coming undone. So to put it in another context, we could talk about the laces on our shoes. We do our laces, or we do them up, and then they come undone. So he feels like he's all put together with his emotions, and then he's undone. He has no control anymore. He just feels terrible. He feels all of his emotions, they're all showing. Okay, we're into the chorus now. The chorus is the main part of the song, the part that gets said again and again. And we're back into, oh, sorry, no, we are on vocabulary here. He says, if it kills me to, okay, I swear to God, I'll survive if it kills me to. What do we think that means? Let me give you some examples. It kills me to see her cry. It kills me to think about the war. Could it mean it's not really killing me, is it? I'm not going to die. But it's very hard for me. Okay? It's really upsetting. So he says, I swear to God, I'll survive if it kills me to. Even if it's difficult, even if it's very hard, I will survive. Now, some of you might be a bit concerned. He's talking about swearing and God. So let's talk about that word. To swear has two meanings, right? Swearing is using bad words. In American English, we would say curse words or cursing. You've probably heard some of them on adult TV, right? I'm not going to use them here. But to swear also means to promise, okay? Um, so this is like, I promise to God I will survive, even if it's very difficult. Here's one of the less difficult ones. I think most of you will know this one. Gonna, it's short for going to. I'm going to give you a special word here. Elision. Okay, that's when you take two words and they come together and you lose some letters. Elision. Gonna, wanna, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Okay, these are elision. That's the pronunciation skill that we can learn. Okay, let's move on. So, I still got something to give, though it hurts sometimes. Pronunciation again here for hurts. Okay. So depending on your first language, this could be easy, could be difficult. Not every language has as a sound. In fact, I think most languages don't have So that would be one to practice. If this is not familiar to you, a little bit difficult, you can practice using it, make a little note for yourself. And what does hurt mean? Let's talk about the meaning. Hurt means to cause pain or sadness. So I hurt him and now he has a wound, right? To put two of those together. It could be inside, like Lewis, he's sad or depressed, right? It hurts. It's not actually painful in his arms or his legs or anything. He feels it in his heart, right? And that is an actual pain, isn't it? It does actually hurt, even though you can't see why it's hurting. So it's kind of two meanings, kind of one at the same time. Okay, I'm going to get up and live until the day that I die. I swear to God, I'll survive. And we're going to stay with pronunciation for a moment. The way he says this, it's like one word. I swear to God, swear to God, swear to God, right? And this is one feature of English that drives some learners crazy. So, some languages sound like this. You can hear every word. But English doesn't sound like that. An English sentence sounds like one word. It all blends together. You can't hear the spaces. So songs are especially strong with this one. If you listen to songs, they often blend their words. And native speakers too. As I talk to you now, I'm also blending my words. If you didn't know any English, you wouldn't know where the words were, right? So you can see why that might be difficult for some learners. But once you get to know some words, it becomes easier and easier. And as you start to understand the cadence or the song of English, you'll hear them more and more. Okay. So back into a verse here. How long till you know that in truth you know nothing at all? How far will you go to get back to the place you belong? Okay. Again with the pronunciation here. In truth. So another difficult sound for learners. This TH sound. I'll try to go through it with you guys now. So I'd like you to look at my mouth. The way I make the mouth shape, where my teeth and where my tongue are. Check it out. Okay. So you need to achieve this shape and then just blow air. And the air comes between your teeth and your tongue, right in the middle there. Okay. It will take some practice, and especially when we add them into words, then, that's your challenge. But you will get it. It might be difficult at first, but you can get it. A lot of languages have sounds that most other languages don't use. Just to give you some more information, English has 44 sounds. but there are over 400 sounds in all the languages. So every language learner has the problem. I'm learning Chinese. I have this problem in that language. Ah, Rayan has a really interesting question here. The lyric, if it kills me to, what is the use of to? This is a fantastic question. Let's scroll back up and keep giving me questions. It's totally fine. Um, I see it here. Right at the top. I swear to God, I'll survive if it kills me to. It is strange, isn't it? It's like we're missing a verb at the end. We often have to swim, to eat. So if it kills me to, hmm, we're going to have to use our own thinking here. But we do have a clue. What do we think? What could that missing word be? If it kills me to, what? And the answer is right there, okay? So I know one of you will get it. If it kills me to, survive, right? So he's trying to save time in a way. He's thinking, the listener's going to understand this. He's probably thinking of English speakers, natives, right? They're going to understand I don't need to waste my time putting a whole verb in there. That's a second of my life I'll never get back. And the second reason he does this is so it can rhyme with the last line here. If it's the last thing I do, to do, right? Yeah, so I would call that a style choice. It's not everyday English as such. I do hear it sometimes, but it's not something you have to do. But yes, as you listen to more English, you might notice this. How long till you know that in truth you know nothing at all? How far will you go to get back to the place you belong? So I think we know the word belong, at least most of us might know it. Just an example, right? This coffee cup or this mug belongs to me, right? This watch belongs to me, and even my fingers belong to me. The meaning here is slightly different, isn't it? Get back to the place you belong. So, when you belong somewhere, it means you feel at home somewhere. You feel like you're in the right place or with the right group. So maybe just an example at school, you don't feel like you belong. You don't seem to understand everyone. You don't fit in. You don't belong at school. But when you meet your other friends, you do feel like you belong. You feel like you're in the right place. You might feel that you belong in your hometown. You feel comfortable there, but you don't belong in the Sahara Desert. You don't feel at home in the Sahara Desert, right? So this would be a really good one to hear some of your examples. Where do you belong and where do you not belong? Yes, we're back into the pre-chorus now, which is the part of the song that leads into the chorus. So it will naturally fit, but it's different every time. So let's take a look. Most nights I fear that I'm not enough, but I refuse to spend my best years rotting in the sun. Okay, so we'll start with refuse. To refuse means to say no or not accept. Okay. Example, somebody might say to me, hey Rhys, would you like a shoe sandwich? Right? Sounds disgusting, a shoe sandwich. I'm going to refuse that shoe sandwich. Thank you very much. Or Rhys, I will pay you 1 penny to work in my factory for a week. A terrible offer. I refuse. Okay. Just some strange examples for you. I find that weird and funny examples are easier to remember, so that's why I like to choose them. And then our next word here is rotting or to rot. I'd like you to think about some vegetables. We've all left vegetables in the fridge or in the cupboard, and they get old. We don't use them. Your carrots turn black. They become stinky. They are rotting. Okay. And the same thing happens with meat, I suppose. And, we are meat, so we can also rot. After we die, we rot, don't we? So what's he saying here? Because he's not dead, is he? But he says, I refuse to spend my best years rotting in the sun. So he feels like he's rotting, even though he's not actually rotting. Perhaps he's just lying in bed, depressed all day long. His body's getting weaker. He just feels like he's not thriving, he's not growing, he's not doing well, such as a rotting vegetable might. So, again, another metaphor there. He's not actually rotting, but he says he is. Okay, so that's a poetic feature. I swear to God, I'll survive if it kills me too. I'm going to get up and try if it's the last thing I do. So we've actually got two conditionals here. I swear to God, I'll survive if it kills me too. There's your first one. So I will survive even if it kills me, which is a little strange because survive means to continue living even when it's hard. And kill me means to die. So it's a juxtaposition. That's the very advanced word for what he's doing. Two things that don't fit together, he's putting them together anyway. And actually, he's created a stronger meaning. He's kind of saying, I'll try everything. I'm desperate. I will do anything to survive. And if it kills me, at least I tried. I feel like that's what he's saying. But yeah, back to the grammar. Conditional ideas. Our second one, I'm going to get up and try if it's the last thing I do. Okay. So we could reverse these. These are not the most common order. If you looked into an English textbook, they wouldn't read like this. They would read more like this. If it kills me, I'll survive. Okay. Or even if it kills me, I'll survive. In his second sentence, if it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna get up and try. Okay, so usually you're going to see them this way around. Put the if clause first and the second clause afterwards. It doesn't have to be though. He's chosen not to do it this way. It depends which part you want the listener to hear first, right? It's a style choice. I'll give you a couple of simple ones, right? If I win the lottery, I will buy a house. Here's another conditional. That's one that we're more used to. And it's an idea as well, isn't it? It's something that we're imagining could be true. Yeah, conditionals are in everyday English. They're a really, really good tool. Let's move on a little bit. So, I've still got something to give, though it hurts sometimes. I'm gonna get up and live till the day that I die. I'm gonna jump in for some pronunciation here, and it's gonna be this TH here. Though, earlier we talked about this TH, and that made a sound. But the second TH here makes a th sound, which sounds scary, but it's actually pretty much the same. If you can make this one, all you have to do is turn on your voice, make this vibrate. It will take some practice. It's all about the mouth shape and the voice. You can do it. We've got another example of a conditional here. Let me put that on the screen. So if I study hard, I will pass the exam. Love it. I'm glad that you brought it back into learning as well. If I study hard, I will pass the exam. So there are many ways to make conditionals to talk about anything you want, the past, the present, the future, things that are real, things that are not real. This is a big topic. It's something I will cover in a future video in my complete English grammar course lessons. Okay, let's move on with this. I swear to God I'll survive. I swear to God I'll survive. I swear to God I'll survive. So I do want to talk grammar again. Check it out. I swear to God I will survive. I'm gonna get up and try. Okay, so gonna and will. They almost mean the same thing, don't they? But they're a little bit different. Will is usually used for new ideas. What will you do after you watch this video? I will eat lunch. Right, it's a new idea. And going to is something that we planned before. What will you do after you watch this video? Oh, I'm going to go to a restaurant. We booked it last week. That's not what's happening here. He's using will with another meaning. It means to promise. So will is usually weaker than going to, but he's using it to be even stronger. And he's promising God as well. I can't think of a stronger person to promise, right? I will survive. I feel stronger than I'm going to survive. Like it's a plan versus it's a promise. Hmm. So really nice use there. Let's read through it. I think we might be at the end, but I'll just read through it. I still got something to give, though it hurts sometimes. I'm going to get up and live until the day that I die. I swear to God, I'll survive. Wonderful. Okay, so that's all I have to teach you about the vocabulary, the grammar, the pronunciation. We're not quite done yet. I'm going to read it again in a second, and I'm going to read it at the same speed as a native speaker. You can listen to the vocabulary, see if you can get the meaning now that we've talked all the way through it, the grammar, the pronunciation. Just before we do that, I do have to do something. I want to talk about my course. So this video is part of the Learn English With course. As you can see, we've got a lot of courses, 6 at the moment, and I'm working on a 7th. In the Learn English With course, every Learn English With video, like this one, has its own lesson. Right, check this out. Example last time, why do we dream? This lesson has 7 parts. So they're not just quick, cheap ways. These are full lessons. And these are available to you. You can click the link in the description. Check this out for yourself. I'll just give you like a quick example of what this might look like. We're a bit slow today because we've got the live stream going. But the courses look like this, you know. We've got some reading, can complete and go to the next page. We've got quizzes. So for example, for this one, you're going to have a while you watch quiz. And the way we do that is by watching the video and answering some questions. So that's your listening comprehension. And after that, we've got the 3 parts that we talked about today: the vocabulary, pronunciation, and the grammar. Right. So an example here, you've got one of the new words from that video in a sentence. Try to use the sentence to help you choose the meaning. Right. Similar then for pronunciation, you can actually listen to it in the course and practice, and grammar. Then we have a final review with questions about everything, just to see that you've remembered it all. And then some further learning, just to help you continue to learn even when you finish the lesson. So if you are interested in checking this out, you can click the link in the description. I put everything, you know, my heart, my soul, blood, sweat, and tears into making these courses as good as I can and to give you something extra beyond these videos. Okay, all right. Thank you for listening to my little ad there, but I really do want it to be useful for my learners such as you. Yeah, it's something I'm passionate about, teaching English, and I can do more with the courses than I can do in the videos. So the videos will always be free, but those courses are just so much more. Okay, so I'm going to read through the song now at a native speed. It might be too fast, but that's okay. You don't have to understand everything. All I want you to do is listen, try to get the main idea, and see whether you can understand the vocabulary that we talked about today. Let's go for it. So, Lewis, I always call him Louis. Okay, this is Lewis Capaldi, Survive. How long till it feels like the wound's finally starting to heal? How long till it feels like I'm more than a spoke in a wheel? Most nights I fear that I'm not enough. I've had my share of Monday mornings when I can't get up. But when hope is lost and I come undone, I swear to God I'll survive, if it kills me to. I'm going to get up and try, if it's the last thing I do. I still got something to give, even though it hurts sometimes. I'm going to get up and live until the day that I die. I swear to God I'll survive. How long till you know that in truth you know nothing at all? How far will you go to get back to the place you belong? Most nights I fear that I'm not enough, but I refuse to spend my best years rotting in the sun. So when hope is lost and I come undone, I swear to God I'll survive if it kills me to. I'm gonna get up and try if it's the last thing I do. I still got something to give, though it hurts sometimes. I'm gonna get up and live until the day that I die. I swear to God I'll survive. I swear to God I'll survive. I swear to God I'll survive if it kills me to. I'm gonna get up and try if it's the last thing I do. I still got something to give, though it hurts sometimes. I'm gonna get up and live till the day that I die. I swear to God I'll survive. Okay, guys, I've been Rhys from EnglishWithRhys.com. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are interested in the course, click the link below. See you later.